Kevin Alex Bent here, pleasure. So we're doing a video for 2019, year in review. So I'm doing this video to let persons understand my journey, let persons appreciate the story, tell my truth, tell my part, share something that nobody else willing to share in this day and age. How do you do it, Alex? How did you manage to master 2019 and the years before that to reach where you are right now? So 2019 was a year of no more. Working for people, no more. Taking responsibility for my own company, yes I did. So, owning a brand. Learning. Facing new challenges. Like what? First thing, you got to look into self. Self-reliance is the highest science. So I have masters that. So mastering self-reliance, it put me in a position where it allows me to achieve great things. Now for 2019, the book 13 Gods in One Man was an awesome year. I've waited 13 years to write this book. From 1987 to the millennium of 2000, that's 13 years. From 2000 to 2013, that's 13 years. From 2006 to 2019, that's 13 years. So I have written the book from Starbucks for the last 13 months precisely. And I've finished on Friday the 13th, December the 13th, 2019 at 1:13 p.m. precisely. So the book has finished tremendously. Work over the year. And I want to say that was a success. For 2019, other success. Company website. That was a success for me. I personally built my website from scratch. Learning how to. Rather than giving somebody the opportunity to say, hey, they made it for me. I didn't want that. I wanted the opportunity to learn as I go along. And to challenge myself for the gods within me, for I am who I am, and that's how I saw it. So the case may be 2019 is a very strong year. Now, there's other things on my mind, like for achievement for 2019. Year in review in 2019 was a year where I write more. Everything that I did, I write it down. So one of the things is, in success, you need to have a notebook, a notepad, a diary, something that you can write your thoughts down. And when you write your thoughts down, look at it some more, in depth, and see how it works for you. So that's what I did. Practice on my own thoughts, my own experiment. I use myself as a lab rat for many experiments as well. So the experience within the experiments, it go beyond, some might say, human comprehension or human acceptance. But for my own self, I did it to my own self. In later videos, I will explain to you more. On that note, 2019 was a year where family, relatives, I had to choose different people, It's not who I started journey with that I found myself in 2019 with. So relatives and family, they will change. You have to adopt new people to go further. Where your thoughts lead you to. And that is what I did. I accept new people. The relatives, they're like in a time capsule, And for Richard Branson and Elon Musk to be doing all these great work, Jeff Bezos and all these other guys, I'm no different. For I am a remarkable man. So therefore, I do great things in my own way. So I appreciate my own independence of thoughts. And I can say that I've achieved it. 2019, year in review. The year in review, it also felt a sense of mixed emotion. For example, like persons you normally work with in the past, probably a particular company, and you see them on the road or a business place, you butt them up, and it feels so awkward because you can always see where they are. but they just don't know where you are. Because the fact is, you can see where they are as a human slave, working for somebody, right? And they're not happy. But every year they keep on doing the same thing over and over. So I say, I didn't want that pill. For the Matrix, the blue pill and the red pill, I decided not to take any other pill, but to create my own pill. Something to think about, right? For the 13 gods in one man, I am free thought, free independent, freeborn. I am. We'll go further into those thoughts. For the book explain these things in depth. What do I mean? 2019 year in review was a year where I felt alone. A year where I felt like I can do greater things. So, feeling alone, what I did was turn my environment into a breeding ground. To observe the people that I'm around. To understand why they're doing the things they are. Because I don't think most of the people understand why the reason they are doing the things they're doing. So I looked into self for greater self. And to use these people around me, within the same matrix, the same society, and to understand them, to monitor them, to look at them, to see them for who they are, and accepting them. So, accepting people, then you start looking into my own self. For people are just people. They don't got horns, you see. They don't. So, stop being afraid. So false evidence appear real, fair. Or, what I did was to face everything and rise. The next definition for fair. Face everything and rise. Because the fear within me, I never had any. I got all these emotions and these feelings and these thoughts. And I felt so super like a cyborg. Like a great extension of my phone or my device. And what I did was to tap into those frequencies and understand how things work with that intuition level. So, meditate more and manage to harness the magnetic pulse within myself. Something that we could go further into discussion about. The book speaks about that. For 2019 was a year also where I felt alone. I think I said it already. Being in a relationship with an ex-human being and disappointment hit, it can lead to remarkable things. For all my years, I think to myself, my ex-wife, she is now. But I always want to do more for me, not for her or anybody else for that matter. So once I got rid of my wife, it helps me. It helps me to only be conscious of self and not having that strain there to think and say, hey, but there is nobody going to support your dream. And I can say public and camera that yeah, my wife was a strain. She didn't support my dreams. So my recommendation to persons who might find themselves in this situation, dream killers. God damn. Dream killers are very much real. And they're not your enemies or people that you don't know. Dream killers are actually your blood relatives. Your family. Your new family. Your spouse, your brothers, your mothers, your sisters, dream killers. So what I did was get rid of all of them and start fresh. Ain't nothing wrong starting fresh. Year in review. So that's how I managed to become mentally, for me, mentally for the world, mentally for a greater cause to humanity. Because I see myself as giving service and knowledge to humanity that they are not being educated, medicated to get. So you got to understand that. So that terminology, educated, medicated, that will be expounded on more in the book, and something that you can look out for. I speak very highly about it. I didn't want a job. School failed me. University failed me. They don't teach you how to be an entrepreneur. The system is created by order, by society itself, by men of noble cloth and garments. For these men are gods amongst men, commoners they call them, for what you are, the people, commoners. So if you want to be successful, you gotta understand that school is for slaves. Schools are for slaves, and I accepted that. So what I did was I wanted more slaves, but slaves to work for me, if I decide so. So you gotta understand that. So 29 year in review, those terms and reality I had to face. I had to come up with it and hit it. So when I look at the Governor General, when I look at the Queen, when I look at Richard Branson, when I look at anybody for that matter, when I look at Alex in the mirror, I only see me. That means if they are who they are and I am who I am, then therefore I can create any wealth in this earth at this point in time for myself. And that's the beauty about it. I figured the code out. So the book explained how did I manage to crack the code of self, and by extension of other things, and how did it benefit me. So when you see me speaking to you in this tone, this voice, this passion, these how I'm relaxed right now, I'm talking to you, is the fact that I know what I'm talking about. See? So when you know what you're talking about, and then you realize that the higher you go in society, the more you have people coming at you from every angle. You know what? We are working slaves, but you have better paying slaves. So which slave you're going to be? You're going to be the slave that continue to go to school with the lies of being educated and medicated. So medicated, it doesn't mean that you have to get a prescription for something to administer to you by a doctor. Institution, that's what I'm talking about. You're being institutionalized. Ain't no man in this timeline speak that much profound like I'm telling you right now. And I've gone through the processes, and I've seen where school have failed me miserably. So I want to say, year in review, 2019, I cured that. I didn't have that illness anymore. And for the illness of religion, that illness I never catch. I never catch that illness. So the book speaks about more about that. How did I come to terms with who or what is a God? For the gods within you, the genius in me. So the book speaks more about that. And the rules, the principalities, the formulas, the chemistry, the science behind it. So you gotta learn it. So the book will help you to understand that. There's millions of people like me in the world. Millions. Probably billions, I don't know. Millions. But I think millions. People like me. Free thinkers. Persons of the enlightened mind. The enlightened soul. People who just want to live and inherit the earth. Inherit the earth. Whichever in it. I see people every day. Student loan. Credit card. Bank card. That loan. This loan. Every other kind of loan. You ever think about that? From you're born, you're being indebted to the system that governs you. What I'm saying is, 2030 vision, man, look beyond that. Try 2050. Try 2094. Try year 3000. If at the rate people are going with capitalism, think about it. Think about it. Think about it. How much resource will be left here for my sons and my daughters, for my future kings and queens? See, when I'm doing these videos right now, I'm doing this for the impact the world. For the world will know my name. For I am a freeborn. I am a freeborn. For I am a freeborn. And what is a freeborn? The book explains it. So I've written it. I hope humanity, human race, will take the time to read it. For my book is no different than the Quran. For my book is no different than the Holy Bible, they say. And that's what I'm saying. So for the year 2019 was a year where I have to come to all these terms. Research. And I've waited 13 years to write this book. I've made mention of it. But who knows? Who knows? I want to say, year in review, no regret. Year in review, no regret. 2019, no regret. One of my biggest year. 2020, I'm going to hit it hard. I'm going to hit it strong. I'm going to hit it like a king supposed to hit it. Are you a king? Or are you a king? Or are you a queen? Then it's about time you step up like a man, like a woman, like a god, like a goddess, and take what's rightfully yours. It's one world, you know. I don't think there's a heaven up there. You know, Elon Musk did some good research, and I think he's only other planets up there. And some of the other guys, they do some really good research, like Sir Richard Branson. He's only other planets up there, you know. So stop giving God your problems and start fixing your problems. Because when he's trying to fix your problems, you're going to look in the mirror. And who you're going to find? You're going to find yourself. Man in the mirror. I did accept that one from Michael Jackson. I did accept that one. Lil Wayne, Man in the Mirror. I did accept that one from Lil Wayne. See what I'm saying? So in life, accept. And once you accept, you gotta do something about it. 2019, year in review. That was mine, 2019. Hope you enjoyed the video. 2020, Kevin Alex Ben, I'm out.